Hello, and welcome to another thingy I'm doing. And this isn't really a standard cast. I don't know if I'm really going to put this in a cast or a highlight, but I thought about doing something different. So, we got 10v10 tactical. I believe it's 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I'm counting correctly, it should be 10. But anyway, let's introduce the teams. We got on the left-hand side, in blue, Plains Blue 4, 5x Jonak, Kataputin, Roby, Danrise 1990, Steppe Khaliv, Knoffel Beer, Mifro, Nuru, whatever, The Cake, Durant Seat, and Lobot. And on the right hand side, on red, Plains Red 4, we got the Flying Cockroach, Karu, Moscow Visky, something else, Hummel, Filibuster, Udemir 43, Colonel ME, Gonya, Daiga, and Homesies. So we're going to speed things up and get things going. Now, instead of 10v10 tactical and destruction, I personally really don't like destruction, but I'm just interested to see how this turns out. And instead of 54-minute match, so we're gonna have this at a fast speed, so we can get through this without having to be here for an entire hour. But anyway, we've got 2 Tomcats being brought out for, didn't really do much. And Blue 4 being much more aggressive, getting right into Bravo before Red can get even into Alpha. Now getting a lot of stuff in Bravo, as you can see. SU-27 being brought out, getting killed, and there goes Homesies. I hope that wasn't his SU-27. That might have been literally everything he brought, and that was it. And we got a fight in the middle between Moshotos and VDVs. A big fight it is. There's a lot of gunfire, a lot of explosions. Use those choke pointers for now. It's really good. Yeah, the other trying to fight Blaze, they're trying to be sneaky peeky, but it doesn't exactly work out. And Blue pretty much have complete control over Echo. It's a very good aggressive play from Blue 4 right off the bat, but it's a distraction, so aggressiveness doesn't really matter too much. It's about all the kills you can get. So if we zoom back in here, Red 4 are doing stuff. They managed to kill more of the blue stuff, so had to kill around them. Not distractly, and right from them, get out of it. Blue definitely want to start bringing some reinforcements to Bravo because they are losing it. They don't want anyone in Abrams, but it's not going to be enough to defend the command infantry. They're getting approached by multiple Strictly. But Blue 4 already attacking into Gotham. Seems like we got ourselves a third front on the top hand side. One of them sending just an absolute, quite sizable force up to the top, trying to flank around it seems. But well, Red 4's gonna be able to deal with that rather easily on the Milan and yeah, squad of things over there. 4-Shaker? Not even 4-Shaker 90s, huh? Just wanting to use Uzi, I see. And there goes Durant, so now it's a 9 on 9, or yeah, it's a 9 on 9 now. But still a lot of players on a 1v1 map, 2v2, depending on how you want to play it. Yeah, Red have good control over Bravo, they got stuff in there. Now TAT UK, which is also a big deal, as Blue 4 to set up a defense line through Charlie. Got Nighthawk flying around and trying to get the snipe on the back end, but not exactly going to work. And speaking of sneaky play, that 4-Shaker squad could definitely do quite a bit of damage. Nighthawk does drop the bombs. There goes Dagger. I guess this match wasn't really sharp enough for him. The TAS UK getting killed by the M1A on Abrams, a rather tragic loss here. But Red 4 gets another CV in Bravo, so they can still gain that juicy points. Now, it's still interesting seeing Red as he completely capping the top hand side here. Now, if they can get themselves into Hotel or Echo, that'd be a rather cool sight to see. And still planes flying around and that's a lot of napalm, a lot of stuff. Artillery being brought in, there goes 5, Sharnik. I think it was an 8 on 9. Blue for us are making some progress into Bravo. And the small actually chasing down your I guess a little bit outgunned as those get surrounded, and that's all 2 LCR support, which a decent amount. No more TAT here, and they are calling a lot of artillery. In 10v10s, when you are trying to coordinate with the team, always just put down the markers. Markers are such a wonderful way to communicate. You do have a 3D baz defending the top hand side, but it ain't really going to be enough against the other amount of infantry. Aegon's been brought up to help defend. And this is just... oh god, they're making quite a bit of progress. Blue for having set up a defensive line in that little village there. And Echo being pretty much no man's land, neither side really wanting to fully commit to Blue Fall. Getting some stuff in the forest around the area. Lots of markers being put down, and I don't really know what the heck's going on. It's just a lot of shooty bang bang. Now some Russian infantry get through back in the Bravo, fighting over the top hill choke point. And that's a lot of artillery. I'm guessing this isn't a 7v10 tactical. Someone must be playing a support deck. That's dreadful. No one has any or heavy artillery in the back. Blue 4 does have one last 2. That's the end. Neither side really going heavy support, which is interesting. With some M103 over it, M108, which I believe are crappy Anzac artillery. Blue for as he said on a defensive line on the bottom end river, running on both sides, decided to attack on different flanks. The Blue will kind of pick a smarter area, because if they cross the bridge, just use the SAS, you can flank them down from rather effectively. And we just have, well, we have things going on. Blue 4 in the lead by a decent chunk, 400 points. This is only a 6,000 point match, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's still a 10v10 tactical, so the points are rather spread out. Red 4 making a push through the forest. Overall, they're trying to attack down at choke points, and attacking down at choke point, you have to really grind sound. Around by just BTRTs and LSTRs being brought up, and that's the exact type of stuff you need to do. Dan Rice just surrender, making this a 7-on-9 now. Red 4 slowly catching up. But Blue just have very good defense over Echo and Bravo. Because they actually have the points captured now, they're going to be making more moolah. And all very, Blue 4 still in the lead by quite a bit. Red 4's going to have to do something rather drastic. They need to get a lot of kills and quickly if they want to win this match. As the Blue infantry does make it right through, and we'll bring up reinforcements with MI24, and that's a lot of Cobras, that is a lot of Cobras. The main thing is Blue infantry inside the town, the Cobras moving up, they are getting shot down, coming there and Abrams doing the same thing too. And there goes Colonel Emmy, they get us an 8-on-7, all red. More artillery being dropped in. Blue 4 just making a very good progress into Alpha. Napalm and all that good stuff. It seems like we only got 2 minutes left, so Blue 4's gonna get all the kills in the ring. This seems so they are flanking around with a longbow. All we need is a few good kills. High value targets. Here we go, 6,000. Blue 4 wins at a 1,050 point advantage. And yeah, that was an interesting match. stuff happened. There's a lot of pew. Pretty much blue just had more stuff in the bottom outside and pushed through. Why I decided to cast a 10v10 tactical, I honestly don't really know. But yeah, it was a different change of pace. And a lot of shooting. And a lot of planes and a lot of infantry. So I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been a Rangroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.